Hello, welcome to Nezzo's Bat Shop. I'm your host Nezzo, and you're looking at the Rookie Drift 2 with the prototype DHP Proteus chassis. And straight away I can tell you it works very good. The flex translates to much grip. There is definitely an improvement over the stock RDX. Sorry, not RDX, I just filmed an RDX. The Rookie Drift 2 chassis. And yeah, I really like it. My test driver today, Josh from Team Bad Shop, is also really liking it. He gave it the chef's kiss when he came off the track and he sent it through the gutter. Yeah, he really enjoys it. So basically all I did was change the upper deck and the lower deck to the DHP Proteus kit, being the prototype version. Got it installed and here it is. So it's running very nicely, and everything else on the car, shocks, tuning, geometry, all that stuff, turnbuckle lengths, they're all set as factory. So what you're seeing here is a factory kit build car to the manual specs, but with a flex style optional chassis deck, top and bottom. And yeah, it does work really good. It gets up and goes without effort. You really don't have to do much to get it going. It puts the grip down and handles very nicely, says Josh, and I've driven it around quite a bit too, and I'm liking it as well. It has a lot of the similar characteristics to most flex decks on the market, and the one that usually comes to mind for me is the Bingo deck, since I've ran it so much. But in terms of all the other flex decks I've run, like the ones I've driven, like the Carbon Fury and the DS Racing Kansai, even Yokomo's, the one that I nicknamed Bendy Wendy, it runs pretty good as well. So in comparison to all of those, it's definitely within the range. The production version would be really nice to test as well, both the lightweight and the flex. I'll see if I can contact DHP. Look at that, gutter run mint. So I'll contact DHP, see if I can get those up when they're fully in production form for testing as well. But as you can see, running very nicely, allowing him to just effortlessly send this car around the track and not even having to work very hard, and he's easily able to maximize the angle and the driftability of the car. And yeah, what Josh was saying about the chassis itself, he gave it the chef's kiss and says, yeah, it just works. Look at that, pure gutter action. So yeah, it just works. It works pretty good. So if I were to do a head-to-head battle, if I had all the same car, like identical cars, and I could put equal chassis and all that stuff, you know, and basically head-to-head them, pretty sure this car would come out towards the top, this Proteus conversion kit deck. So I'm very pleased with the results that I'm seeing here and that I've felt. And yeah, got some high expectations for the production model, considering this prototype is running quite well. So I'm gonna get Josh to pull it over here so I can give you a once over. Here it is. There we go. There it is, the DHP Proteus. So all I've changed on this Rookie Drift 2 is the lower deck and the upper deck. Everything else you're seeing here, and even the battery tray is all factory. All the bits, see that suspension work? All factory. All factory, okay? And we're gonna put a body on it, and then you're gonna see the performance with the body. And yeah, it's working pretty good. The boost you're hearing there, that's turbo only from the Reve-D Reve. It's in default setup, which actually I'm not super fond of the e-brake capability of it. We'll get into that in another video. But the chassis does work well, good amount of flex available right off the hop. And yeah, definitely going to be a contender in its production form. So yeah, I had high expectations. They have been met. Car runs mint. And the only thing I've done really since I drove it first and then my test driver drove it, we adjusted the shock preload a couple twists, like maybe 5 to 10 millimeters. I didn't even measure it. I just did a couple twists just to soften it up a little bit, because I noticed from what I had it on the stock chassis, it was a little bit boingy in the preload setting I had before. So just a slight preload adjustment, but the car works pretty good. So I'll get a body on it and go from there. Oh yes, we're back. Remember this body, the Toyota Supra from my RTR? It was on the Rookie Drift before, and it's going to stay on it now. And here it is. So as you can see, weight shift definitely working very well on this chassis. illustrated by the turbo setting, the default turbo only on the Reve-D in this car. But yeah, the DHP Proteus chassis definitely promotes a good amount of weight shift while giving us lots of flex, which basically translates into tons of performance, gutter runs, and instant weight shift ability no matter what we want to do. Look at that. Just so nice. So yeah, this is running quite good. My test driver Josh loves it. And yeah, all good things to say. Now, just remembering off the top of my head, because this is the prototype, there were a few little tiny little things that I'll note, but I will not mark the car down for because this is a prototype. The body post geometry, my body is Yokomo body, so the body post geometry is bang on, but when I bolted the car up, the body didn't just drop on, and when I got the body posts on, okay, the front are leaning a little bit. They're a little bit stretched, but it's like a millimeter or two, it's not much. But I noticed that. The only other thing is, I think one or two of the holes on the rear suspension mount, one of them is just a little bit off position because I have just a little bit more extra spacing between the factory spacers and the toe block. But honestly, it's very minimal. It's just something I noticed, and that's most likely because this is a prototype. So once the production versions of the Proteus chassis are released, I'm pretty sure those little things will be cleaned up. But otherwise, it runs very mint, and I'm very pleased with the results. And yes, I can definitely recommend the Proteus to anyone at this point, at least the Flex version, because this is the one I'm testing here. Pretty sure the lightweight one will also work as well. Although the lightweight one will be more ideal for more unique and more customized style builds. So yeah, there we are. The DHP Proteus conversion kit, Flex Edition, or the Rookie Drift 2, approved by Bad Shop. I like it. That's me, Nezo. So, let me know if you're thinking of getting one, or if they've hit production by the time you've watched this video. Let me know what you think. Like, comment, subscribe, drop me a video. Drop me a comment on the video. Let's see a gutter run here. Come on now. Ooh-hoo-hoo. Excellent. Gratuitous gutter runs for you here at the end of the video. And yeah, my test driver says I can do this all day long. It's just such a joy to drive. It just works. And I can just send it and point it exactly where I want it, which is awesome. So, do one more gutter run here and then I will sign off. I'm off to test more things and such. And all of that. Here we go now. Let's see what he does now. Drops it in like it's hot. And yeah, I felt the same thing too. The gutter backies just get better with this conversion kit. So, there it goes. There it is. Yes, the DHP Proteus. So, what I'll note is those little things I was mentioning. See my body posts? I don't know if you can kind of see it. You can sort of see it from... There we go. They're leaning a little bit forward. Just a little bit. Very little. And then the only other thing I noticed was this side. See the amount of action there versus this side? Not as much. I'm feeling like one of these holes might be just slightly off balance, but honestly, it's not a big deal. And during the production versions of this chassis, I'm pretty sure that will all be cleaned up. Those are just little things I noticed in the build and testing, but yeah, it doesn't really affect performance, to be honest, and I could correct that if I really wanted to. But this is a prototype, so that's probably why I'm seeing that. In any case, it still runs mint. Look at it, we're running gutter backies like it's nothing. The gutter just continually getting swept. So yeah, there it is, and yes, like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching. Be more to come, not too much more I'm going to film with this car, or this chassis, unless I throw this chassis on another car, then we do some other kind of compares, like a YD2 or something, and I do a head-to-head or something like that. But pretty sure the production car may come my way, production versions of one or two, or both, may come my way soon, and then we'll test all that stuff as well. And until then, this is now. So thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Bye-bye.